Reality of hope. My name's John Paul Lavecchio, and I just want to talk about that, the reality of hope in my life. So, what I've found is that, hope is wanting something. Hope is wanting an outcome, and I never realized the real definition of hope, which is wanting peace regardless of the outcome. And ultimately, if you have hope, you have peace regardless of the outcome. And so really what's more important is having hope, actually, because if I can let you know what hope is, I can help you have peace regardless of the outcome. So I think a lot of people, they think hope is wanting something, and I think that's part of it. But that's the idea of hope. You manifest wanting something by the work you put in, and ultimately that work that you put in gives you the peace. So if you want peace regardless of the outcome, put in work, because you're a product of the work you put in. You are what you do, as Aristotle said. So success isn't an action, but it's a habit. So get the right habits, get the right process, get the right system, because ultimately when you look to create something, I mean, look at God. When he created the earth, he created it to recreate itself. So he created it in the context of a system. And so make sure you're in a system, and that system of what you do every day, and the work you put in, that the product of that system is going to be peace. You're going to be okay with yourself when things don't work out, and you're going to be okay with yourself when things do work out. And so hear me out when I say this, that when you put in the work, and and things don't go the way you want them to, you'll have peace because of who you've become. You understand that, right? But I want to touch on one more thing, and that's sometimes things have to end just so they can start. A lot of people are really cheesy, and they tell me, hey man, look up, cheer up. If things don't turn out the way you want them to, the end of one thing is the beginning of another. And I just want to let you know that the end of the thing that you want might just be the beginning of it. Might just be the beginning of the very same thing. If you've watched something die, holding it in your hands, something beautiful, something that you might call a giant dream, and other people around you making fun of you because you held on to that thing, and now you went from a big time like dreamer chasing big time things to a person with narcolepsy, if you will, to a person who's pretty much the opposite of everything. Just hear me out. You're holding on to something. You're holding on to a dream. You're holding on to a desire. And sometimes, if it's good, if it really is good, God might have to let it die in your hands so you can let go of it. But really, he's gonna give it to you from his perspective. So when you do let go of what you want, and ultimately, don't worry if when that day comes, because you'll have peace. Like I said, if you had hope, you'll have peace when you let go. But also letting go, it allows you to open up your hands and receive whatever God wants to give you. So have peace, regardless of the outcome, and that comes from what you do and what you become. You're a product of your environment, the system that you put yourself in, and if it ends not the way you want it, that might also be fully accept the ending, and allow everything to happen. But just know it might be God's turn to move things in your life. And maybe just like in the Bible, God was only ever impressed by faith. Jesus was only like, I'm not worthy that you enter into my under my roof, but only say the word. So really, that was the only time Jesus was impressed. And so maybe if you have faith, you'll impress Jesus. And so what I'm saying is, maybe everything's gonna come to an end, but just maybe you've impressed God enough to where now he can impress you, and it's not gonna be you so much moving things around in your life as it is gonna be God. So hopefully that gives you some hope to put in work, because that's gonna give you your peace regardless of the outcome. And hopefully you realize that sometimes things have to end just so they can start, so you can let go of your baggage and take and receive what God's giving you. Because because if both your hands are full, you can't really receive anything. So that's it.